Quiet on the set.
Camera speed.
Sound production, take one.
Action!
Hello. We are here to buff some films. AKAPAD, it's the film buff, Peter A. DeLuca. Now, if you're new here around the internet, I'm known as AKAPAD. I'm known as the Pop Culture Pope. I'm known as the Eclectic One. And I come to you, the greatest city in the world, Philadelphia. And I live not even a mile away from one of the best structures, one of the greatest structures this country's ever erected, the Philadelphia City Hall. It's absolutely beautiful. I love walking by it. I walk by a couple times a week, sometimes a few times a day. So welcome to the show. It's Monday night, and we're doing a lot of Green Lantern stuff on Monday night. Now, I already informed the entire internet that we will be doing animation during the weekdays. Usually animation is reserved for the weekends, but not this time. And the reason is for that. We have so much more Green Lantern animation content to get to than we do live action. Live action, it's the Lantern show right now on HBO Max that is dividing fandom and the internet. People are just losing their minds about lanterns. And the 2011 Ryan Reynolds movie. And that's it. So we go back to 2009 with the release of this. And we got to point out something fantastic and something immensely important. And you can compare a lot of this animated film. Let's get the writers down, because I always feel like the writers are important when we talk about animation. Alan Burnett and Michael Allen. Alan Burnett, we know him from DC Animation, from the Batman the Animated Series days. He is, in my view, superhero animation Hall of Fame or royalty. So why is this? Like, why am I magnifying First Flight? Why is it important? This is the first time we got a full Hal Jordan story outside the comics. The character, I falsely, before, when I spoke about Green Lantern as a character, let me look this up. Sorry guys, we're going to Google real quick. I said the Green Lantern as a character. I said his first appearance previously, maybe 1953, 1954. I was way off. His first appearance is 1940. Only a couple years after Superman and Batman. I think 38, we got Superman. 39, we got Batman. And 40, we get Green Lantern. 1940 to 2009. That's one of the longest stretches of a character not as popular as Green Lantern, not penetrating the pop culture. Now, also previously, I've done somewhat of a analysis of the Green Lantern franchise episode, where my contention for that, and I believe Green Lantern 2009 First Flight holds up to it. Like, it holds up this theory, where the idea of the Green Lantern is so goofy and wacky, it's really hard to adapt. It's hard to bring to a broader general audience. I think it's great for kids. I really do. But beyond that, I don't think this franchise has much hope, which is why I enjoy the Lantern show so much, because I'm like, man, like, it's bloody. They're saying the F word. They're banging. Like they're making it adult. So I watched this for the first time with a girl I was dating, and I remember, like, let me just look up. We're just looking up a lot of things here. Let me see if I'm just remembering all of this stuff. Yeah, so 2009. I remember seeing Watchmen with this one girl. And I go to her house, and I think she had bought the Green Lantern DVD, thinking we could watch it for that night. It was like kind of cool. And again, around this time. I was not embedded. I was not rolling around pop culture, but I may have mentioned it to her, or maybe like we were walking in Target or something, and I just walked by and said, like this is really important because this is even back then, like the first time we're getting like a Green Lantern movie, like any type of long form outside the comics, and you watch this, and they bring you through the beats, and then we get into, and the beats are this: Hal Jordan, somewhat he's a reckless, daring pilot. Another alien dies on Earth. The Ring finds its next host. Maybe it's the next best host. This is where like even the Ring finding Hal is up for dispute. There's specifics about that really rarely ever make any sense. Sometimes the Ring picks the next possible candidate, or the best person on the planet, or the most brave person. Sometimes it would pick the nearest person. I think like someone in Ryan Reynolds, it was just given to him, and then this guy needs to rise to be the hero. It's confusing. So even within Hal Jordan's origin, it's just like how he becomes a Green Lantern. It's wonky, but you kind of have to go along with it. And this story here that we're told, we're brought into the Green Lantern Corps, where the Corps is trying to solve a problem. They're trying to reverse engineer some alien shenanigans. Along the way, Sinestro, who at the time is their greatest, next to Abin Sur, who recently died. And also, by the way, ever since the Green Lantern Corps encounters Hal Jordan, it goes downhill. They lose their greatest, Abin Sur, to him. The next man up becomes evil. That's Sinestro. So First Flight is also Sinestro's like evil origin. The birth of the Yellow Lanterns, or the Lanterns of Fear. And then Hal Jordan eventually kills everyone and becomes the greatest villain in all the universe, this guy named Parallax. So we get all the Green Lantern Corps, Kilowog in here, who is probably the second or third most popular Green Lantern. He has a couple good moments. The origin, the fight at the end, Sinestro rising to power, how they defeat Sinestro. And then we get, I think the greatest addition to this is the Guardians and the personality of the Guardians and the banter of the Guardians, and they kind of like push and pull against each other. Very entertaining. Green Lantern First Flight feels very Star Wars. It feels very Star Wars, with a guy with a ring that can fly around. What they're trying to do, the aliens that they're up against, it all works perfectly for animation. Some of the alien creature designs in here I absolutely love, including these like tentacle guys that have phasers. They can go invisible. Really cool stuff. I still feel when it comes to Hal Jordan's story arc beginning where we know he's going to be, because that's significant, because like Hal Jordan eventually succumbs to fear, which makes him such a perfectly tragic character. I think this is the best we've seen Green Lantern on screen, period. That includes the 2011 Ryan Reynolds movie. That includes everything happening on HBO Max right now. Check this out, though. It deserves your attention. It's on HBO Max right now. I love you guys. Rock and roll.
Okay, that's a wrap.